In a world where trust can be easily manipulated and innocence exploited, one young woman's life was tragically cut short. This is the heartbreaking story of Mojisola Awesu, a promising student whose life took a devastating turn after a single phone call. Mojisola Awesu, a 21-year-old student of the Kwara State College of Health and Technology in Nigeria, was on the verge of achieving something remarkable. Coming from a humble background, Mojisola had fought hard to make it through school, enduring the challenges that comes with being a student, especially one from a financially struggling family. In July 2024, Mojisola successfully defended her final year project, and by August 6th, she had completed her final exams. Her joy was immeasurable. She was not only the first in her family to graduate, but also the beacon of hope for her parents who had sacrificed so much for her education. But just 3 days after her graduation, on August 9th, 2024, Mojisola received a phone call that would lead her down a path of no return. A woman identified only as Miss Timileyin called her with a proposition. She was invited to a night party jointly organized by students from Summit University and Al-Hikmah University, both in Ilorin, Kwara State. Ms. Timileyin told Mojisola that she could earn an easy 15,000 naira by simply pretending to be the girlfriend of a student attending the party. The student in question was Promise Ogunshe, the first son of a well-known pastor in the area, Prophet Adeni Adayo, the general overseer of the Light of God Miracle Embassy Church, popularly known as Ogunshe. The offer seemed harmless, especially considering the status of the boy involved. With little hesitation, Mojisola agreed. She was then sent the location of the party, a hotel in the area. On the evening of August 9th, Mojisola arrived at the hotel, but something didn't feel right. Mojisola noticed there was no sign of any party, and a sense of dread began to creep in. She messaged her roommate, Miss Blessing, expressing her discomfort and unease about the situation. Unfortunately, Mojisola's protective instincts were overridden by her decision to wait a little longer. As time passed, Miss Blessing attempted to reach out to Mojisola to check on her, but to her horror, Mojisola's phone had been switched off. Repeated attempts to contact her friend failed, and Mojisola went missing. 2 days later, on the morning of August 12, 2024, a group of laborers made the chilling discovery at a refuse dump site in the Aleniboru area of Ilorin, Kwara State. Among the piles of trash lay the swollen, lifeless body of a young woman. The authorities were immediately notified, and the body was taken to the general hospital for examination. The body was soon identified as Mojisola Awesu. Her family, who had been anxiously waiting her return, were devastated by the news. Mojisola had been their pride, their hope, and now she was gone. The initial investigation suggested that Mojisola might have been killed for ritual purposes, a horrifying thought that shook the community to its core. With the help of Miss Blessing's statement, the police quickly zeroed in on the main suspect, Promise Ogunshe, the young man who had hired Mojisola to pretend to be his girlfriend. Both Promise and his father, Prophet Adeni Adayo, were arrested and detained for questioning. But there was another person involved in this tragic setup, Miss Timileyin, the woman who had made the initial offer. As the investigation continues, many questions remain unanswered. What role did Miss Timileyin play in this tragedy? Why was she not immediately arrested? And what about the hotel where Mojisola was last seen alive? How did her body end up at a refuse dump site? Did the hotel staff have any involvement in her death? One theory suggests that Mojisola might have been killed inside the hotel, and her body was then disposed of by the hotel staff to avoid scandal. If this is true, those involved could face serious charges. The police are now tasked with unraveling the truth, and the entire community is waiting for justice to be served. Mojisola's death is not an isolated case. It comes on the heels of other tragic incidents where young women have been lured into deadly traps under the guise of financial gain. The rise in ritual killings and the quest for quick riches among Nigerian youth is turning into a horrifying epidemic. As we await the outcome of the investigation, our heart goes out to Mojisola's family. They had dreamed of a better future through their daughter's hard work and determination, only to have those dreams shattered. Justice must be served, not just for Mojisola, for every innocent life lost to this growing menace. Let Mojisola's story be a wake-up call to us all. Let's stay vigilant, protect one another, and demand that justice is served. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can stay updated as this case unfolds. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.